Hello and welcome back to Brock's Basement. This is my pull list for the week of June 14th, 2023. It's kind of smallish week for me. It's a decent week. It's a fair week overall for a comic period. But that means, the later weeks of this month are going to be insanely packed. So be ready for that. First up, we have a facsimile. I grabbed a copy of the facsimile version of The Amazing Spider-Man 121. The famous Death of Gwen Stacy panel is in this issue. I've never actually read it, so I wanted to actually snag a copy and give it a try. So I picked up the facsimile of Amazing Spider-Man 121. After a long hiatus, I didn't even look it up beforehand, but it's been a while. Issue 10 of Battle Chasers by Joe Mad is out finally. There's a video game. I tried it. I didn't care for it. I mean, it's very stylized, but yeah. We'll see how that goes. I read a couple of the Battle Chasers books. I don't know if there's a current trade collection of the first 9. Might have been something good to put out for people since your book has been delayed for this long. It's been a long time. So yeah, we'll see. Next up, I did get the variant cover for DC Pride, or no, actually this is just a completely different book. Sorry. I'm confusing this with DC Pride 2023, which came out previously. This is a DC Pride Through the Years. This is another special that they put out this month for Pride Month, so I snagged this one up. Let's check it out. Next up, we have Green Lantern number 2. I read the first issue, liked it, so I can't wait to see where we go with issue number 2. But Hal Jordan's back, and that's always good. Next up, we have Multiverse. Harley Screws Up the DCU issue 4. It's just a fun book. If you like Harley and some crazy antics and stuff, it's definitely that would definitely be one I would say check out. Next up, we have Sandman Universe, Nightmare Country, The Glass House number 3. I haven't even read it. I'm behind. I didn't even read the first Nightmare Country one. I'll get around to it. Next up, we have Second Coming Trinity number 3. That's a giant baby there. So, I don't know. Mark Russell's Second Coming has been a really, really good line of books. And I do recommend it if you like kind of that humorous just kind of how just dumb the world is sometimes. But yeah, Second Coming, really good stuff. Next up is a book that, so I went ahead and read it this evening before I recorded. I did it for 2 reasons. 1, so I could actually talk about it with a little knowledge, and 2, because it's a Robert Kirkman book, and Robert Kirkman likes to do crazy things, like all of a sudden end Walking Dead and not tell people. Yeah, and so Robert Kirkman has a new book out this week. If you are not aware, it is called Void Rivals. This is issue 1. I read it. It's good. It's enjoyable. I'm curious to see where it goes, so I'm definitely going to pick up issue 2. What you might not know, though, is... I'm going to push it in here. It has this EU right here. This EU, right? This EU. It's the Energon universe. For those of you who are familiar with the Energon universe, that's Transformers. And also G.I. Joe, I guess. This is Robert Kirkman's way of saying Skybound now has the Hasbro license and will be doing Transformers comics and G.I. Joe comics. So yeah. Transformer spoilers. So sorry if you didn't check it out, or if you didn't know that. Some stores were notified, some stores weren't. So who knows? If your store was one of the ones that was not notified and Void Rivals does not, there's none on the shelves and stuff like that, don't worry, look online. There's plenty of shops that probably ordered a fair amount. At Comics Conspiracy, we have plenty of the main cover of #1. So if you don't mind ordering online and waiting for a minute, go ahead and order at comicsconspiracy.biz. Currently Ryan is out, so I am Marshall and I are acting owners of the shop, so to speak. So we're running everything. So I don't have much time to do the shipping stuff. So it's not as consistent as shipping's not as consistent as it normally is. It's a little delayed, but I do get stuff out and I do get stuff packed up and all that stuff. So I think currently there's only one giant order that we got, because giant orders have to come in when Ryan is gone and I have to do all of the other stuff. But that order, I have to go to the warehouse and pull something. But anyway, Void Rivals is a Transformers thing. So if you like Transformers, I would recommend checking it out. If you like Robert Kirkman, I would recommend checking it out. If you're just curious in general to see what the hell is going on, check it out. It's good. Like I said, I read it beforehand to know exactly what I was going to be talking about. So, yeah. Void Rivals. #1. Next up is Waller versus Wildstorm, book 2. I read the first one. Very spy espionage-ish storytelling. Was really, really good. Curious to see what happens in this. It seems like it's a combination of like Stormwatch and all, like there's a ton of stuff going on, and half the stuff I'm like Wildstorm. I don't know a lot about Wildstorm, so yeah. I mean, I know of stuff, but I wasn't deep in it, so to speak. So yeah. But I enjoyed the first issue. So finally on my read list is Wildcats #8. Yeah. Even a buddy of mine at the shop who loves Wildcats and loves Wildstorm, it's a rough read for everybody. We'll see. I think I have a couple issues to read. I'll get caught up eventually. On to variants. I grabbed a whole bunch of the Battle Chasers variants. First up is the cover B variant by none other than Joe Madeira. So if you want that, get the B cover. Next up we have the J. Scott Campbell cover for the C cover, and that is right there. Really awesome. The D cover is by Roberto Ramos. So that's the D cover if you want to snag that one up. And finally, I picked up the E cover by Chris Pacello. And that's very saucy right there, that one. There's a handful of other variants, so if you're curious, check those out, so on and so forth. We were shorted our copies of The Flash, like a Flash variant, specifically the blank one last week. So I snagged up a copy of Flash 800, the blank. If you like blank covers, there's a bunch coming out all the time, but you have to be wary of them. Next up, the Multiverse Harley Screws with the DCU #4. This is a variant by Meghan Hetrick. Thought it was cute and funny. It's probably going to be one of those ones I really like this week. And, oh, look at that. Another blank variant for Void Rivals. Picked up the blank for Void Rivals. So, yeah. That's it for my comic books. I did grab a graphic novel. It's a straight-to-graphic novel, specifically hardcover, by that wonderful creative team of Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips. And that is Night Fever. I have no idea what the heck's going to go on with this. So I just dive in. Brubaker and Sean Phillips, a lot of people equate kind of straight to graphic novel as a concept because of this creative team. I think if you have a solid creative team, it works. Straight to graphic novel is the way to go for solid creative teams. For people who are establishing a story or trying to get something out there, straight to graphic novel is a hard sell for, I mean, it's basically like trying to kickstart a graphic novel. You don't know if you're going to have the audience for it. So it's a double-edged sword when people talk about, well, just do straight to graphic novel for independence. You have to be established and you have to have basically the clout to be able to pull that off. And Sean Phillips and Ed Brubaker, that creative team, has the clout. They have Criminal, they have Fatale, they have the Reckless series, they have the other stuff like Pulp, My Heroes Have Always Been Junkies, and what's the other one? Bad Weekend. All of that stuff. They are very, very solid in a creative team. Much like Andrea Sorrentino and Jeff Lemire, I think they would be amazing if they would do the Bone Orchard stuff as graphic novels. They did the first one, a teaser, but the rest they've done as single issue. And I think that Jeff Lemire and Andrea Sorrentino have that clout to do the graphic novel straight to graphic novel. Because they're just an amazing creative team. So I think that's a big thing. So for those of you who are understanding of this conversation, if you have a comment about it, leave a comment down in the comment section below. If you're not sure and you want me to talk more about it, let me know. See if I can throw a video together. But yeah, that's it for this week. Not too much. So I'm gonna get out of here. I probably won't post this till tomorrow. I have a whole bunch of stuff I have to take care of. Mainly dealing with medical insurance. They suck. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I don't understand that clicking the notification thing. I hate getting notifications, so yeah. I try to post every Wednesday. That's when I can. You can normally listen to me on the Comics Conspiracy podcast, but since Ryan Higgins is out, we are not recording until he gets back. So you can head over to the Comics Conspiracy Podcast.com, I think. The link's in the description below for that. You can go and check out older episodes if you like, to wait for us to get back. We did record a Flash episode, so if you haven't watched Flash, which comes out this weekend, and you're curious about what our takes are, the last episode we recorded has our review of that because we got an advanced screening. I'm actually going again Friday morning. This weekend, or this Friday, with my kids because they wanted to see it again. So yeah, I'm going to experience Flash again. So if me seeing it for free and then wanting to pay for it to go back is any indication, yeah. You can follow me on Twitter. My handle's @BrockSager. You can also check out me on Instagram @BrocksBasement. And yeah, I don't know. I'm tired. I'm all over the place. I got tons of stuff to do and not enough time to do it, and all that fun stuff. What do I normally else say? I have an eBay page where I purge out stuff. If you want to check it out, I'm constantly trying to get rid of stuff. I haven't put any new stuff up lately, but I have a box over there in the closet. It's this way. Yes. No, that way. Wait, it's over here. Over here in this general area. In the closet. That I have that I actually need to get stuff up. Funny enough, two of the things are Robert Kirkman things. But yeah, not they're bad. So yeah. But there's a link in the description below for my eBay page as well. Yeah, that's it. I hope everyone has a good weekend. Go watch Flash. It's really good. Yeah, have a good one.